Game on.
Game Gurus. Today, I'm in Clifton, New Jersey for the NAVA convention at Digital Press Videogames. We can take a look inside. Just got here. It's a beautiful day, Memorial Day weekend. You can see Clifton, New Jersey is, well, New Jersey. That's okay. Let's go inside here and see what we have. Got our store hours right here. Again, we got the Digital Press Videogames right here. And they have some really cool things, I think, inside here. So let's, got ET, first of all.
So the first person we run into is Gary Campbell of Arcade Workshop. Gary is the mastermind behind the GRS Build-A-Cade. He did a fantastic job, and the operating system as well. We may have Glenn Baisley here, who did the commercial for GRS Build-A-Cade. He did a fantastic job. And you can see here, they have a bunch of machines set up. They're not free play, they do take quarters. Player's Choice 10, Punch-Out, Marvel vs. Capcom, a MAME cabinet, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Donkey Kong. All in really good shape and do play. Donkey Kong did take me out relatively quickly. Here we have a Sega Dreamcast kiosk and some other items, as well as a Virtual Boy kiosk, which is, I know a lot of people don't like the Virtual Boy, but I sure do. It's a fun console. You can see it is a gaming store. They have a lot of items here for sale, and the prices are very reasonable. If you look at the prices up online, you can see they are either at or below what a lot of people are charging online. And they've already been cleaned up. They're in good shape, and the staff is very knowledgeable and very eager to help you guys out. You can see there's a TurboGrafx 16 kit here, which is kind of rare, Sega Saturn, and a lot of other games here. There's a lot to look at. There's also a Neo Geo MVS arcade machine that takes quarters, as well as X-Men, but then behind it, machines that are set up for free play. This was my favorite area. This company is associated with the National Video Game Museum in Texas, and this is one of their displays, and I talk about the earlier gaming consoles, and it's here on display as Vectrex and Television and Atari that were the grandfathers of the first generation. But you can see here's the store itself. It's very clean, very open and inviting. It's almost going to like a friend's house that has a really big collection, except it's actually a store. But the staff are really, really friendly and knowledgeable, and so it's like very welcoming when you come into this place. And they have stuff from, again, the old generation to the new. Here at the main desk, we have some GRS Build-A-Cade set up so people could try them out. We have different controllers, regular joystick, trackball with Centipede, the joystick with Pac-Man. We have the spinner, driving wheel with Super Breakout, and of course Robotron 2084, and the GRS panel pod, so people can see how quick and easy it is to change out the controllers if you don't want to do it in the main machine. And of course the big hit, I think, is going to be the GRS Sinden light gun. Personally, Sinden and GRS has got a really good partnership going on, and I do think Sinden technology is the better technology. It does make the screen a little bit smaller for the white border, but once you have it set up, you pretty much don't have to set it up again. And you can have multiple monitors, and the gun will go between those screens no problem without having to reset it. And feedback we got was very positive with the Sinden light gun from GRS.
Oh, this is nice.
Something you always like to hear when someone's happy with the gun. We also brought out other controllers, like this 1977 Space Opera controller right here, and this gentleman's playing Star Wars. The decal's actually from 99 Lives Arcade. If you didn't like the decal we have, they create other decals you can put on there. A lot of people are having a lot of fun doing that. The big thing there was a contest, a Warlords contest. Now Warlords does take up to 4 players, and I did bring 4 controllers, but they wanted it going head-to-head. So 2 people against 2 AI characters in Warlords, and basically people played people until they got eliminated, and then there was a $20 store gift credit, and I also gave some controls as well to the first and second place winners. So it was really fun. I personally would have liked to see all 4 going head-to-head versus 2 and 2, but hey, rules are rules, and that's what they wanted, so I'll just be quiet here and listen to what they're doing.
Here play the defense game, and he could actually walk away with the victory. The fire is slowed down, but it picks up very quickly thanks to NPC interaction. Slows down again. Soft hit to Glenn. It's going to bounce in.
Now these old games, you've got to be paying attention well beyond your area, which is something I may have not done so well here.
One more heavy hit. Frank is exposed. Glenn gets in one good hit. Glenn gets it, moves on to the fire.
We are using the GRS butthole spinner.
Very good recovery by Frank. Glenn now having less wall, but no exposed. Frank has to play a very, very lucrative game here. Oh! 2 flames in, it is now gone full chaotic. Oh my god. Oh my god!
And that is it. I am eliminated. And that's okay. So we'll come back more to the contest later. But it's really good the store does these competitions for people to come in and play these older games. And again, the GRS Sinden rifle was getting a lot of gameplay, a lot of good feedback on it.
Wait, this is nice. Oh, this is nice.
And you sure as heck can beat the GRS Sinden light gun and House of the Dead 2 on the Sega Dreamcast. But of course, any game that was designed for a light game will work. And you can see some of these younger fellas, man, they can really pull that trigger quick and get a lot of shots off. And you can see you pull the trigger, but you have to cock the rifle to reload. And this is arcade quality without that arcade price. It's designed to be used like it would be in an arcade. I don't know how some of these guys pull the trigger so quick, but they sure do. So you can see the store itself. There is a lot of items to see here. I didn't get a chance to really look at anything. I'm taking some of this footage, but I'm actually looking around at some of the things. I know that Gary and Glenn purchased some things. I think Glenn even bought a PS5. They did have PS5s here, and they have a lot of items that were cleaned. They had a regular NES all the way up to, like I said, PS5. And here is the Akari Warriors game with the GRS Super Stick that they're playing. It's right now set up to 8-way rotation as well as a joystick. We also have the 1982 film controller, the flight stick, and other GRS controllers there for gameplay, but the Super Stick was getting a lot of action here with the Akari Warriors. And of course, people are practicing Warlords before the contest. Again, a lot of people not used to playing it with a spinner. A lot of people play these games with a joystick, which is not, or a mouse, which is not the right way to play these games. So they have to get used to using a actual spinner. So here is the contest in play. Now you can see over on the left on the floor there's a bunch of stuff on the floor. Digital Press also has, when these NAVA conventions happen once a month, usually the last weekend of the month, people just come in and sell their own things. They allow them to come in and show off what they have, and if someone wants to buy something that they have, they allow it, which is kind of cool as well, that the store is very open with their community. They're very embracing of their community, and people coming in and just enjoying the games and spending time with each other. This is one of the things that builds bonds and builds friendships. Now remember, it's always 2 out of 3, so that was just 1. This, I believe now, is the actual finals. So whoever wins this wins the $20 gift card from the Digital Press store in Clifton, New Jersey, as well as a few items from GRS. I included a flight stick, a couple of spinners, trackballs to him, whoever the winner is going to be. And the second place person also received a GRS push-pull spinner, I believe. So I'll be quiet and we'll hear the blow-by-blow from the last part of the contest.
Red now set. Oh, nope, 2 flames are now in play. Aaron having much more open wall than Frank, but Frank now having an open. Hard to say what is going to happen here next. It is shot for shot, it is blow for blow. Both competitors not looking to give in. Both trying to keep control of the fire. One flame is coming to the side. Oh!
And we have our winner.
And that will
Congratulations.
That would be Frank the Tank. It's one again. Yes. Our NAVA tournament winner. Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
So we see the GRS Buildicade and Gary giving some demonstrations on how quickly the panel pod can be used. About 28 seconds from switching the controls out on the panel pod, which is very, very quick. And that's just trying. As you get even more familiar with it, it'll probably go even quicker. but the Build-A-Cades were getting a lot of use, but that Sinden GRS rifle was really getting a lot of action. Now these NAVA conventions do happen, I believe, the last weekend of every month. They do have it every month here at the Digital Press in Clifton, New Jersey. And I definitely think you guys, if you can go there, check it out. And for me, it was about an hour and a half, which is not a horrible drive. And I'll definitely be making more visits down to the store. Again, not only because it's a lot of good stuff in the store, but the staff are just so friendly. Just good conversations, and the prices are reasonable. So here we see the Star Wars arcade being played here with the GRS 1977 flight controller. And again, more of that GRS Sinden rifle action. Now, one of the things I'll also mention when I talk about fair prices, when you go out to some of these places, like a show or a store, you buy a soda or water, they'll charge you $4 or $5. Here, the water is $1 and a Coke, not a Pepsi, but a good Coke, $1, which I think is very reasonable. And we can see the GRS Build-A-Cade Robotron being played. And again, you could play it like this. You could play it on an external TV with an external controller, but it plays really well even with the built-in controls. We took a lot of time and patience to make sure our controllers are good and accurate. And you can see, it's fun. Everyone loves Robotron 2084, so can't fault them on that one. Now again, I don't know how these guys do it. You can see how quickly he's shooting that trigger on the GRS flight yoke there. I could never do this, but he's just like blasting away, taking down the ATST, and he will do it. But I'm just looking at his finger, flicking that trigger, and he is wailing on that guy. You see that Coke can? That is my Coke can. It cost me only $1 here at Digital Press. Not $4 or $5 you get at other places. So again, very reasonable. There we go. Boom. There it is. Boom. There it is.
Seriously, dude?
And now we see someone playing the NES version of Punch-Out, again, on the 1/6 scale GRS Build-A-Cade with our joystick and buttons. And we also have, once again, a better shot of the GRS Super Stick playing Akari Warriors. Again, these old games, you have to have the right type of controllers, and that's what GRS is all about. So when you want to play Akari Warriors Heavy Barrel Front Line Victory Road, you need the GRS Super Stick. And we should have that out this summer. And of course, we'll support 8, 12, 16, and free spinning options on the controller. Now, this guy was, again, first time using the GRS flight stick there, fighting Darth Vader and Star Wars Trilogy here. He almost got him. Again, it was his first time trying it. I don't get this close at all, but you can see how well the GRS flight yoke can be used for other things other than just flight games.
I don't want to either of those really like hard. I get it.
Again, just looking around the store even here, there's a lot of things to see. Again, everything on the very top near the ceiling are items that came from the Videogame Museum out in Texas that they rotate kind of and put back out on display here. You can see in that cabinet there's a PS5 that's for sale, which was, again, reasonable. They have new PS5s at the top, but they've used ones down below. So it was a good effort. He didn't win. He didn't beat Vader, but he got much better than I would have done. And Gary's giving a try here on the GRS Indian rifle or shotgun, whichever you prefer. And believe it or not, this does work on the GRS Buildicade's screen. I tested it. I have a video about it, so you can still use GRS Buildicade and play Lycon games on this small screen. But again, it's HDMI out, so you can always put that on a larger screen television, use your GRS Buildicade as your console, and play Lycon games. And again, you can do easily 2 Sinden Lycons. I think you can even do up to 4. But I think 2 Sinden Lycons would be ideal for some of these games. So you definitely want to make your way out to Clifton, New Jersey, to Digital Press Videogames. It's right on the corner, and there's plenty of parking in the front and the side, and definitely in the back of the building. Now, it's a funny story. There's a little sign right there below PlayStation 2. It's a white sign saying, "Don't park at the Dunkin' Donuts." There is a Dunkin' Donuts right next door, but apparently they troll that, and if they see people parking there, they do tow them. But again, there's plenty of parking in the back. And I highly recommend Digital Press Videogames, not only because the store is just pretty awesome on its own, but the staff are really, really friendly, and they're very knowledgeable. And it was just a good experience. So if you're close to Clifton, New Jersey, definitely check out Digital Press. And again, I believe every last weekend of the month is a NAVA convention, which they do extra things. Obviously, they have people come in trading off some of their items, and they have contests and so forth. And I definitely will be going back there myself. And again, remember, they are affiliated with a National Video Game Museum in Texas. I got to get myself out there at some point. I don't know when, but I got to get myself out there. So that's it for today's episode. I do hope you like it. Again, if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and share. But remember, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter what you play, games are games, but people are people. Remember to tell your family and friends that you love them. Tomorrow's never promised. But in between those times, head out to Digital Press and game on. Are you looking for that arcade experience at home, but you don't have the space for a full-size arcade in your house or endless funds? Then you need the GRS Buildicade. It's arcade quality without the arcade price, from someone you can trust. The GRS Buildicade is a very simple, easy to assemble, 1/6 scale arcade computer you can build yourself. You can buy interchangeable controllers for every gaming option you need to play the games the way they're meant to be played. You can also design your own artwork or purchase artwork separately to make your GRS Buildicade look like the machine of your dreams. The GRS Buildicade is also the only home system STEM certified. Come see what all the YouTube creators are raving about. GRS Buildicade. Game on. Sit, Blue Blue, sit. Good dog.